All right, everyone, Cordell here with 911 Rapid Response. On today's vehicle showcase, I'm very excited to be showing you something other than a Ford Interceptor SUV. The Interceptor SUVs are great vehicles. We do a lot of them, but you're probably tired of seeing that on every video. So here we have a Tahoe. This is a 2016 Chevy Tahoe. This is the SSV package. They come in two different packages specialized for emergency services. You have the SSV, which is the Special Service Vehicle, and you have the PPV, which is the Police Pursuit Vehicle. We have one in the shop we're working on right now. That is the PPV. You'll get to see that a little bit later. We're going over right now the SSV. There are some differences between the two. We'll tell you about this one, and then when you see the other video for the PPV, you'll kind of get to see the two differences. Or a couple differences besides that, but we're going to light up the vehicle and show you around just like we normally do. Up front on the vehicle, we have the Go Rhino aluminum push bar. This is a nice large push bar for the larger vehicle. In the grille, we have the Fusion 40-degree optic amber lights. They're tucked in between the two upper and lower halves of the grille there, right beside the bow tie emblem. Very nice. What you're seeing there for the wigwag is actually a factory option that can be ordered with the SSV package. Comes right from Chevrolet and can be enabled through the factory wiring harness. As we pan up the vehicle here, you're going to see the Whelen Legacy Duo light bar. This light bar is amber white, so every single module can it flashes amber white, and it can actually do an all white override. So that entire 54-inch light bar will flood to white. When you are viewing the bar right now, you're actually viewing it in night mode. The light bar has a photo cell that does detect the brightness outside and will automatically dim itself at nighttime, so it's one less thing you have to think about when operating the vehicle. Being we are inside, it is not able to detect the lighting to understand that it is actually daylight right now, so you're viewing it in that night mode. Now, I did say this is a 54-inch light bar. Anytime you go to a Tahoe, a Super Duty, even an F-150, a larger size platform vehicle, you want to make sure that you're getting that larger light bar. It's going to fill the vehicle much nicer. It's going to be wider. There's a couple more modules in that bar. So on an Interceptor that you see most commonly on our channel, that is a 48-inch light bar. It can be fit to this vehicle, but it does look a little bit small on the roof. So if you step up to that 54-inch, fills your roof, gives you the maximum amount of warning possible out of your light bar. On the side of the vehicle here, we have the Phoenix Cannon. It is the third iteration of the Cannon. So it is the newest model with the updated flange. It's now a metal flange. On the side of the vehicle is the graphics package installed by Market Graphics, our in-house graphics division here at 911 Rapid Response. I like the blue on the white contrast. In the rear, we've installed the Fusion 40-degree optic amber light stick with this chevron package on the back of the vehicle as well. One thing you might notice looking at the vehicle is that the rear wigwags are not actually activated. You can get the factory wigwags just like we spoke about with the headlights from Chevrolet and enable it through the factory wiring harness. However, we have chosen to disable the rear wigwags in this vehicle because what it does is it actually flashes between the brake and reverse lights. So that would provide white flashing to the rear of this vehicle, which is actually not allowed due to the classification and use case of this specific vehicle. We're going to open up the rear hatch now. And when I open the rear hatch, you're going to hear something click. It's going to turn off the light stick and it's going to turn on these two Fusion lights above your head. There is a dome light here as well that I can choose between a white illumination, a red illumination, or an off state. Now the reason for the off state is for some reason if you would not want to draw attention to you while you have your hatch open, you have the ability to leave the light off. If you do leave the light on, when you shut the hatch, it will turn off, and then next time you open it, it will illuminate as well. We have a just box it here. I'm going to go over that in a moment, but what I'm actually going to do first is go and turn on the FRC lights we have here. These are meant to illuminate the inside of the box so you can see inside all of the compartments, because sometimes it can be a little bit dark in that back far compartment. The dome light won't always reach in there. So let me go turn those on. All right guys, now we're ready to go over the Just Box It. Just Box It is also a division of 911 Rapid Response. The carpentry shop is right over here off of the main shop, done all in the same building. And what we can offer you is a composite box. We can also offer you a metal solution as well, depending what your needs and use case are. Most common, we're going with the composite style. We use a birch wood. So this is not particle board inside of here. This is a true birch wood. And we do wrap that in a high density carpet. Everything is finished nicely. We can customize these to your specific needs and your specific use case. This box, for instance, was designed exactly how Johns Hopkins wanted it for their specific bags, where they want to put their specific items, all based exactly off what they want. We can do adjustable shelves. They've chosen to go with a fixed shelf on either side. The center here can house a backboard. If you do have full length backboards, we actually have options as well that can replace one of the seats. We can put a box in the front that will marry up with this box and provide a long enough compartment that is one solid length. You can fit a full length backboard in. We've mounted a 5-pound fire extinguisher here for the customer with a simple pack mount solution. So you have the simple strap, you can retrieve it and secure the item right there. We're going to hop inside now and check out the interior of the vehicle. All right guys, here we are on the interior of the Chevrolet Tahoe SSV package. We're going to start at the top here where we've installed an aftermarket dome light for the customer. This dome light gives you white lighting, red lighting, or an off state depending what you're doing in the vehicle. We're going to leave that on for the video here so you can see the console a little bit better. What we do have here is a Havas vehicle specific console for the Tahoe. Now Havas has designed a console specific to this vehicle, and it's a very, very nice unit. The reason for this is you have a large amount of space in between the two seats. Now if we do look at this console, you're going to see these standard Havas filler plates. If you had a box console, this is the total width of your console, leaving a lot of empty room here. So Havas has widened this console for this vehicle to give you the maximum amount of use out of the space that Chevrolet gives you. So along the side here, we have a pocket ideal for storing a clipboard or a binder or any type of paperwork or equipment that you'd want to stick here. They do give you a relocation spot in the front for the media inputs. So you have an aux port, you have an SD card port, 2 USB ports, and then we've installed an additional 12-volt power socket right here, two additional power sockets. And what we have here is what we're calling our safe jump system. So on the Tahoe, you do have a 2-battery system that is relayed from the factory. There's one battery that is the vehicle start battery, we will call it, and there's another battery which is what we're going to call the accessory battery. It's relayed, meaning that when the vehicle is off, the relay is disconnected, the accessory battery and the vehicle start battery are not connected. An upfitter goes to the accessory battery. In case the customer would leave something on, or for some reason the vehicle had to be off and the lights run, it's going to drain the accessory battery, but it's not going to be able to drain the vehicle start battery, so you can always start your vehicle and leave that incident. What you would run into is if you would always end up draining one battery while the other one is fully charged, you can actually start to upset the alternator in the vehicle. So what Safe Jump does in a 2-battery system, it's even better when you only have one battery because it's going to keep that primary lifeline always charged essentially. Safe Jump is going to monitor your battery voltage, and the components hooked up to it, when it senses a certain voltage, it will automatically turn off those certain components. So in this case, it's going to automatically turn off our lights and our radio to conserve the battery. Now, we also understand this is an emergency vehicle. You might be in a certain situation where you have to have the vehicle off, but you need your equipment to be working, even if it's falling below that predetermined voltage. So you are able to override the Safe Jump system in the event that you really do wish to continue draining on that battery. Continuing back the console here, we have the internal cup holders. These are mounted actually on an angle. The reason for that is the console is sloped, and it's going to allow all the beverages to sit straight, so you don't have to worry about the liquid spilling out of your cups. On the back here, we've installed the portable radio charger for the customer, nicely seated on the back of the console. And there actually is no armrest here, but Havas does offer a nice side armrest option. It's a longer option, goes right here, and another one can go right here as well, if you would like that in your vehicle. And we've also installed a flashlight charger over here for the customer as well. Thank you for taking the time to view this vehicle showcase. The vehicle we've just went over is a turnkey solution offered by 911 Rapid Response and our partner dealership, Click Lewis. This vehicle, the way it is set up, there's actually 4 of these vehicles available for purchase on our lot right now. They are owned by Click Lewis Chevrolet. So if you are a customer that can qualify for CoStar's pricing, you're able to get that CoStar's pricing through Click Lewis, and the vehicle upfit can be bundled through Rapid Response. What this allows your department to do is to contact one place, Rapid Response. We can take care of getting you a great price on the vehicle. We can take care of you getting your lighting, your radio, your computer, your decals, your custom organizer, cage, vehicle accessories, whatever you need at one place. This takes all of the logistics of getting a new vehicle off of your department, allowing you to worry about other things. So if this is something that you see that your department may be able to benefit from, please contact us for more information. Check us out on Facebook, give us a like, follow us on Instagram. 911rapidresponse.com is our website. And if you find yourself in the Pennsylvania area, our brick and mortar location is located in Annville. Look us up and check us out. Thanks, guys.